dune or something. But whether that's a lie or not, how truthful that is, we aren't entirely sure. But there's probably some hint of truth to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, our party basically we slew the kraken, and then we just kind of came to a rest stop right here as we caught our breath. So this is where we will pick it up.
Um.
And I was considering doing a like the negative energy that was stored in the kraken has now left the temple, and the temple collapses and kills us all. Good game, guys.
Yeah.
All right, new characters. We can move on.
Yeah.
Well, that was a quick session
Yeah.
and anticlimactic, but
Like,
no, I'm just kidding. That
right.
wouldn't happen. That'd be a very lame way to end your campaign. Cough, cough, Neverwinter Nights too.
Yeah.
But
Right.
they actually do something like that in the spoilers.
Really.
Yeah, in the although they kind of mitigate that in the sequel. So you got to play the sequel to find out what happens. But it was kind of not to spoil too much, but it was kind of dumb when I got to the
Yeah.
ending, and that was
It's
like,
like
oh
you
come on,
won,
that's
or
crap.
did you?
Yeah, you won, but the temple collapses on the heroes, and did everybody who made it out? But yeah, you play the sequel campaign, and it explains some more, so that's kind of nice. But still,
This
it
is
was kind
why
of
we killed
crappy.
your character.
Yeah. So no, the temple does not collapse, but we are just kind of waiting. But I would say most of us are.
Um, I assume maybe during the fight we saw what was down in this area,
Yeah,
or at least a little bit.
I can reveal at least what we see peering in.
And I guess maybe the other way.
Yeah, again, I'll reveal to kind of like to there.
Of course, that way is probably just leading to outside, like the upper area.
Right, because there was an opening up on like the second level going in there. So let me pull up the description here. I'm pretty sure most of it's just debris in there from yeah. Yeah, most of the roof is gone from the belfry. Um, Portions of the walls and their arched windows remain. Tangled seaweed. Yeah, it's pretty much more the same, just debris and seaweed, and so there is also like a hole in the ceiling there, and then there's an opening in the side. Just it over there.
What's over here? Just exit to outside.
Yeah, let me reveal. Yep, same. Basically,
Okay, it's like a
another little
little
side
room.
room, and then a doorway
Do I have to
actually built into the structure.
do I have to investigate here or anything, or
Nah, there's nothing to find,
okay?
so I won't bother having you roll.
Yeah. Guess
I
peek.
will have you roll here though.
Oh, in this main room.
No, going into the this one
Hmm.
because there is potentially something to find.
Does my character know that?
Well, if you investigate, you'll know.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see if he knows.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
don't know why I had disadvantage on,
but yeah,
it was the
we'll
first
take the
roll.
21
Well,
because that or the 16 because
yeah,
that's the first
yeah,
one.
right.
Yeah, which is either one is high enough. So you're making your way into the room. You're like, oh, I'm going to see what's over here now. And as you're, kind of starting, on the alert for anything, you actually immediately catch that on the floor right there is a glyph that's scribed into the floor
Oh,
like a rune.
right.
Yeah.
I guess I call attention to the two magic users in the group. Ask them to say like, "Hey, what's that on the floor?"
All right, we're rolling Arcana check. Okay.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
like, "Yeah,
So
I wrote that."
yeah, I put it there when I was 5. Um, no, he says, looking at it for a few minutes, he says, "Aha! It's a glyph of warding." So we probably don't want to cross into that room without dismantling this rune first.
Does it
It's a trap, magical
does it
trap.
cover the entire entryway in, or
Yeah.
hmm? Um, aren't we underwater right now?
Yes.
So could we try to swim over it, or does Redair think?
Radar rolled high enough to know that it could be triggered even by swimming over it,
Okay,
just merely passing over it.
right, like the square above it.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I mean, oh, what if we could we like get like a chunk of one of these guys or whatever and float it over?
Yep.
Yeah, I guess I'll try that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Radar says, yeah, Alicia Smalley, we might want to move back a little
If
bit.
with that Arcana, would Redair know like what level of Glyph of Warding is, or what?
Um, yeah, 23 is pretty high. What level is it actually? Is it like a third level spell or fourth? I don't know. I forget what level it is. Let me
Glyph,
compendium.
third abjuration.
Yeah. Alicia has that spell, but I don't have the spell slots to do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, third
Like
level spell.
We would have to
I,
rest.
if I'm allowed to downcast from a 5th level, I could, but
Yeah, I'll let you downcast.
I don't know if that's worth it though. It's up to everybody.
Um, I can try just throwing this thing over it and see if it triggers, and if it doesn't, I mean, if this, yeah, yeah, we can test this out first.
It depends what it triggers, I guess.
That's also true. Yeah, so everybody might want to get like hella back.
If Alicia can downcast a 4th level, I guess, so she could also downcast a 5th to a 4th if we need it or something.
Yeah,
I have,
it
I
says
have
when
one
it's triggered, the
more.
spell ends. So if we trigger it, it'll end the effect.
All right. At that rate, yeah, she'll move back if you're gonna throw something on it.
Tim, do you want to move your guy back, or
Sure.
you want to dodge it?
Yeah.
I probably have the
No, you're
ability to
good.
dodge it. I don't just move back. I do a backflip.
We're underwater, so it's not like.
Oh, I rolled a 10 anyway.
Yeah, the fact that you
Yeah.
got a 10 while underwater.
With a roll of a
Uh,
2. Yeah, I mean it's a it's a slow underwater backflip, but it's still a backflip. You probably
Do
want to
it.
backflip the other way though, not
Whatever.
right to there you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so I assume there's no roll for me
No,
throwing
you just
something
kind of
into the water.
lob the the
Yeah.
body part of the aboleth across, and it floats into the room, and as it crosses the threshold of the doorway, it triggers the rune, sending a huge arc of lightning, a shock of lightning that shoots up from the glyph and kind of snakes its way into the room, filling the entire room here. It doesn't go outward into where we
Right, it's
are,
just into
but
that room.
Fun.
yeah, it basically fries all the debris and seaweed that's in here. But the rune is gone
That
from the floor.
that was the room full of like orphans.
Yeah, the room of
Oh,
orphans.
yeah. Okay, so you said that
Ooh.
the glyph appears to be gone now.
Yeah.
Okay, Mo will take the risky step forward.
Haha, there is a second rune.
Yeah, right.
No. Yeah. Double, because you always double trap. You always expect the adventurers to find
Yeah.
the first one.
There's another Kraken!
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
second
first one was
Kraken.
just thaumaturgy of fake lightning.
Yeah,
No.
that's the way to do it.
It's a Kraken that shoots lightning now.
Yeah. Yeah, that wasn't the rune, that was the... Yeah, the rune summoned the Kraken. The lightning was like the after effect.
Yeah, so there is a flight of stairs that goes upward to where the opening is up here. It seems like there might have been more stairs going upward even more, but it's fallen away and rotted and gone now.
So we
Uh,
could just swim up to whatever the second floor is.
yeah, and there is an opening in the ceiling here too.
Oh, right.
But
Okay.
other than that, it's all debris and not really nothing else here.
Yeah, I guess I would go up a floor.
Yeah.
Like,
Holy
Yeah,
is
so
call's
there...
again,
not going
it
first.
leads to a landing here, and then that's up as high as it goes. The rest of the tower
Yeah, I guess he
is
could come over
rotted.
here
There's not
just to
really
get a
anything.
better look on it.
Yeah. Which again, just you can look out. There's an opening in the side here, higher up, that you can look out and see out here, and just yep, it's the ocean out there.
Right.
But yeah, there's nothing else up here or anything that catches your eye.
Is there like a... Is there like no second floor where these stairs would have went?
Um, if there was, it's fallen away.
Okay, so there's almost not like a second... Like, this was the opening that we saw from
Yeah.
outside?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Oh, alright. Well, that's pretty random. I guess I'll just do a general investigation in here just to make sure that there's
Okay.
not anything else.
Yeah. Yeah, you managed to find a few gold coins scattered throughout there. We'll just say 21 because that's what you rolled.
Hey.
So, but yeah,
It's-
it's pretty much all rubble and debris, and
21.
21?
but yeah, 21 gold coins in the mix.
Mo gladly accepts. He's like, who'd be so careless? Just leaves random gold everywhere. So I guess Mo to everybody else would just say, like, well, I think that's about all there is here. I'm pretty sure whatever we killed there was some ultimate evil, and it's almost so bad that I think if we would tell people what we did here, they wouldn't believe us.
Every day just kind of goes, oh man.
Yeah.
I do have the pipe of remembrance. Maybe they'll believe that.
Yeah. True.
Well, that's okay. You guys witnessed it. That's
Yeah.
what we did here. So I think that's good enough for me.
It wouldn't be the first time we pulled a corpse back on a boat.
Yeah, but well,
True.
looks over and says, "I think the corpse is long gone unless we want to go down into that deep, dark abyss."
Oh, it fell down in there.
Yeah.
Hey, it could only be like 500 feet deep, like we did by the Barracuda.
Yeah.
Or 1,000 feet deep, or whatever the hell that was.
Gizmo or Small Leaf elects to not
Yeah,
with
right.
another dead body.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, Radar's kind of like I just hope there's no like ancient curse down there that resurrects it, causes it to come back even greater and stronger.
But then that's
Well, maybe not yet,
Yeah,
well, until we have a moment to rest up. But
it's just another opportunity for you to prove yourself, Rudare.
exactly, that's why I'm saying not yet.
Yeah.
I don't know how far a creature can fall, but underwater we have 60 foot of movement. We can catch that corpse.
Yeah.
We're not catching the corpse.
But can we
goddammit.
stop it? Like, if it's so heavy and big. Or maybe,
Yeah, I heard it-
maybe you guys can, but Mo's strength is...
No, I'm quite
Negative.
honestly, I'm content to get out of here and head back to the styes.
Somebody's out of dailies. No.
Yeah.
Mo doesn't even have dailies.
So I could do a short rest and get some of my stuff back.
No, I think we got basically topped off from Elysia last time, so...
Yeah, so we should probably go back and actually rest up.
Yeah. I guess we don't technically need to go back the way that we came, because it... Or unless we're...
Yeah, through the temple, through the tunnel.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, because we're only 40 feet deep from the the ocean's only 40 feet deep here.
We could theoretically use that animal messenger thing to have like the soul of winter or somebody else pick us up.
True.
And we're not. I mean, we are a little bit of a ways off the coast, but we could see land in the distance.
Or don't we have that foldable boat with us? Do I have that?
That's how we got over
I-
here, I think. I don't know what we did with it.
I think we
We
just
came
went
through
underwater.
there was an underwater tunnel. We actually walked here underneath the
Oh, right,
water.
right.
But I think Mo has the foldable
Yeah, I
boat.
do. It's in the bag of holding.
All right. Well, that could be our way back.
I think Alicia's still faster with the Cloak of the Manta
Yeah,
Ray.
that's very true. I mean, like, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure we all have, like, our swimming devices on anyway, so...
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, it really just we have to hike back.
Yeah.
If we choose that we're done here, control water, whirlpool.
just like
Yeah,
spell.
just like hoist us back. Oh, whirlpool to destroy the place.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, we're just
Yeah.
like fill up the hole the Kraken came out of, like,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is the last of my 4th level spells.
And totally worth it.
Yep, just pile up shit. If there's any way we could leave a marker before, like we did with the other place, where it's like evil here. I think Mo might have done that.
We had like a gravestone or something that we found.
Oh yeah, that
didn't
was
we?
a gravestone that was already there.
Right. I don't know. Let me check my pack. Oh, there could just be a pile of 70 rusty daggers here.
Oh, Jesus.
If there, I mean,
After so long, they won't be rusty daggers. They'll just be
I don't-
rusty things.
I don't know the fate of the walls and stuff that held this place up, but after a pretty substantial 10-minute long whirlpool,
Yeah, it's gonna do the place in. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So if we could leave anything, like I don't know if Alicia has like magical.
there
stuff.
is a tall
Like-
spire. Like the spire is sticking up out of the water. So, but I mean, even that's probably gonna come crashing
Right.
down, and we're not gonna necessarily be able to set it up right. What does Redair have?
Alicia doesn't have any type of writing, anything like maybe at worst we could like take something that is fallen at the top or move something to the top and carve a message into it. Maybe like specifically Mo that could carve a danger message that says like leave it alone, but then also in Thieves' Cant is like no, seriously, leave it alone. What if there's treasure? He's like, leave it alone. Underword, it's like, yeah, that's a good call. And then under it, it's like, there's no treasure here, only gigantic krakens.
Yeah. You will awake a sleeping and probably dead beast.
Like, Thieves' Camp, like, there can't be anything good down here. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you can find a solid enough stone to carve, to kind of chisel a message in, or scratch a message in.
Yeah. I have the
Quick.
immovable rod that I could keep here just floating above the water, but I don't want to... I want to keep that.
That can be incredibly
Yeah.
useful in
Yeah.
in the right situation. So.
I think this is more of a note for anybody who would come across this, like, why is there a big pile of debris right here randomly? Like,
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
is a fucky zone. Leave this alone.
Yeah, so we can definitely find like I said, a stone to chisel a message in, carve a message in.
Okay.
So that won't be a problem. So yeah, I guess we all get well away from the structure. We find a stone. Mo and Redair and Smallleaf, I guess, get working on that, while Alicia casts Whirlpool, and yeah, the entire structure, like. Takes a little bit to kind of start crumbling, but a minute or two of the whirlpool action, the building starts crumbling under the swirling vortex, and
I want you to roll 2d8 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, wow!
Yeah.
It's a fucking giant fucking nut.
Hey, you missed some
Yeah,
revealing
shadow.
here.
oh no.
It's like a coffee bean.
My immersion! Ah!
Yeah. Coffee bean
Yeah.
there.
I'm getting crushed out of the gargantuan coffee bean.
Get caffeinated, brother.
I've never moved so fast. 3 times haste for 1 minute. Then I can't move
Except,
for
oh no,
20
I
years.
can't move the coffee bean anymore.
Oh,
It's not
jeez.
letting me select it.
It is ascended.
I'm gonna move like way up to the top corner so you get rid of
There
that
you go.
coffee
True.
bean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't-
there we go.
Don't delete
I have
my
to like,
character.
yeah. All right, there we go. All right, yeah. The place has been obliterated. The building, comes crashing down, and the tall spire that was once above the water breaks to pieces and is gone. And all that remains is basically a heap of rubble and debris. Bits of stone and wood and jutting up out of the surface of the ground,
Right.
but very little actually
We have
remains.
forcefully homogenized this area.
Yeah. And Mo takes his stone marker and sets it up in the area, so it is now marked.
Well, back to the styes, I guess, to get a
Yep.
ride back to Saltmarsh.
Yep. All right, back to the styes. Yep. So we hike our way back, and
Weastfern.
we arrived somewhere out over on this island area, or I guess we could make our way back knowing. Well, actually, I was going to say, as we approach the styes and the water gets yuckier and more foul,
Right.
we probably actually the smarter way to go about it is to land get to land north of the styes or south of it,
Right.
or I guess
Whichever
west or
direction
east
that
of it.
is. No,
Yeah.
just kidding.
West is upward, so east or west of it, and actually then approach it from land, over here.
Yeah.
So we're not, because
Yeah.
it's not water by the time we actually get to here. It's more sludge. So
Yeah, I mean, if we're getting close and we hit that trash, yeah, Mo's just like, I hate
Let's-
this dice. Like,
let's not approach by that direction. Yeah. So we make our way to the styes and make our way back into the town, because I guess at this point it's probably really early morning. Because when we went to the temple, it was evening, or it was sunset when we got to the temple. So we've been pretty much most of the night, exploring the Temple of Tharizdun, going to the underwater ruins, fighting things, and then making our way back. So the sun hasn't quite risen yet, I would say, or it only has just risen. So there's, I guess, a little bit of light starting to peek its way through. But I guess just to kind of wrap things up here, we're making our way through the styes. We're looking for maybe an inn to stay at, just to finish, get a rest in. But as we're making our way, we actually pass by Mr. Dory's warehouse, and there's actually quite a scene going on as we make our way, or as we're passing by over there. Constable Jute, along with several guards, look like they have blockades and barricades set up around it, and you can see that from the windows on the second floor. There appear to be spikes being thrown, or launched out of the window, and they hit some of the barricades. And
there's a standoff going here?
Yeah, there's a standoff going on. Several of the guards have crossbows and bows, and they fire back as well. But it seems to be pretty much like a siege. There's not a lot of attacks being launched back and forth. It's more of a like, okay, like from the warehouse, it's clearly a keep your, stay back, we're armed, and then the guards are trying to, kind of keep things, have their defenses up and are trying to, yeah. But yeah, so we make our way there, and
is there anybody immediately injured as like we walk up?
There are people there's like two or three there's like two guards that have injuries, but they're being like tended to and are being like escorted away. They're not like terribly injured, but like you can see like one of them looks like they got hit with one of those big spikes, and
okay.
They've since like gotten it removed and bandaged up, and he's being escorted, or the two that got hit are being escorted out. But
Alicia has 4 first-level spell slots right now, so it's like if she would see anybody who would need immediate assistance, she would like just do so.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The 2 guards could use heals. Just first level spell will heal them.
Okay.
Heal each of them back to full.
Yeah, I'll just like do like 2 like random.
Yeah, they're back to you heal them entirely. Yep. So then they're like, oh, thank you. So then they say like, okay, I guess we'll remain here then, since we're able to.
Gets hit by a crossbow bolt again.
Yeah, crit. It's like a critical hit.
Yeah.
Get through the head.
Alicia's like, hold on, I'm gonna heal you the faster way and just like flame strike the building. Like, there, no more damage.
Yeah.
Just turn around, let me coup de grace you, and then revive you.
Yeah.
It's more.
Yeah.
This one only takes 12 seconds.
Do you want to be a T-Rex?
But Constable Jute notices us, and she's back behind one of the barriers, and says, you're here. We could use some help here, as you can tell. We managed to pin Mr. Dory and trap him in his warehouse.
Oh, right. I guess he escaped from us, yeah.
He escaped from us, too. Managed to, I guess, teleport out or walk through the walls or something before we could get the wards up to stop any magic effects, because we know he would be tricky, but he managed to slip out, and we tracked him here and we have a standoff at his warehouse. He has several beasts up there with him that are launching those spikes down at us.
Are they like white alien-looking creature things?
No, they're more like lions.
Oh.
With spiked tails.
Enough.
But he's holed up pretty good in there. What did you say, Brandon?
Oh, Neverwinter has taught me. I've played as something that can shoot spikes from their tails. I don't know if it's the same creature.
Yeah.
But...
Manticores.
Yeah. I have been one of those things. I don't know if it's the same or not.
Those things are huge.
Yeah.
And they have a really goofy looking face, especially in their winter nights.
Alright. I don't know. So, I mean, like, does it seem like we can negotiate with them, or are we gonna... Should we just, like, help you attack, like, lead a charge, or what's her plan?
Yeah, she says, well, she says, well, right now we're at a standstill. Mr. Dory's in there, along with a couple of those lion creatures. We're not sure exactly how many, but definitely more than one. And he has the doorway blocked and barricaded. We haven't been able to move it and get close enough with those creatures raining down spikes. There's my cat jumping up on making his noises.
Save the board pieces.
Yeah, she says.
No, here comes the big one.
Yeah. Yeah. But she says, Yeah, we need to think of some sort of plan or strategy. He hasn't been willing to negotiate. We tried that already. We took a fireball for that one.
How many people do you think are in there?
Uh, as far as we can tell, it's Mr. Dory and at least two or three of those lion things. That's as far as what we can tell.
How long has this been going on?
We've been here for about an hour or two,
Okay.
given by the sun rising.
I think Alicia to everybody would maybe lean in, if we're all kind of in proximity and be like, I can't cast any more spells. I don't know what I can do here.
Right.
That's the end game. The meta game is I've got a 5th and 2 first level spells, no sorcery points.
But there, the only resources he has is
gods. So I'm running on empty. Even if we had a short rest coming over here, I don't have much.
Redair kind of leans in and says, I'm about spent. I don't know if we could take on Mr. Dory. He's sure to be on the run, you know, but whatever creatures he has with him, I think if we could wait an hour and I could be a little bit more prepared.
I don't know how far we were from the coast to travel back, but even still, I'm a long rest based person, so
Yeah,
like it's more along the lines of like Redair and basically everybody who's not me.
yeah. Smalley could recover pretty much everything on a short rest.
Yeah,
As could Mo.
yeah, everybody that isn't
Redair
me.
will get a spell, Hexblade Curse, and Channel Divinity. He has so he'll get one spell. Like he has cast all his spells.
What 5th level spells do you have, Brandon?
So I have 1 5th level spell, so I could do Raise Dead, Hollow, and Greater Restoration.
Okay.
Hollow.
So,
Yeah.
Hollow's it takes 24 hours, so that's like the longer one. But
I will let you downgrade a spell slot. So
yeah, so
or technically, well, you know what? Not just downgrade, but you can take your lower level spells and cast them up to a 5th level spell.
Right.
So technically, you're not downgrading the spell slot. You're expanding the spell.
You're upcasting.
I can, but that's okay. That's good to know because I could polymorph somebody at that point, but it's also like I have no sorcery points left, so I can't twin. It comes out as it comes out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've got the 5th level spell.
Oh, sorry, didn't mean to link that. That's
and I could always pull out the Ring of Spell Storing if we need it here, which is totally fine, but yeah, I'm very highly spent and I don't get any sorcery points back on a short rest. So if everybody else feels confident, that's fine. But
yeah, I think if we want to do a 1 hour short rest and then Elysia, if you just polymorph yourself, I guess, like.
Ooh, that would be good. Because then that would let you do like tremendous damage while still letting Redair, Smallleaf, and Mo can still do damage.
Yeah.
That's probably the best use of that spell.
Yeah, because nobody can die on my watch with like 2 first levels and a Raise Dead in the spell storing ring.
Right.
So
that's what I figure. Like we have the revive through the ring, like as the worst case scenario. But
yep.
Twin spell. Hold on. I want to look at what twin spell does. That targets only one creature and doesn't have a range of self. Because I have 1 sorcery point, which basically means I can twin a first level spell. Wait, that targets 1 creature. But I could save that spell for a smite.
Yeah,
I can't believe they didn't think of haste and like why did they even make that?
Yeah.
What?
Twin
spell, like twinning haste. Yeah, it's like so ridiculous. Oh, sorry, didn't mean that. I keep clicking the wrong thing when I want to expand it, but heroism.
Well, twin spell is equal to the spell's level, but
Right.
not it's
So I
no
have one
higher than it.
sorcery point. So I get one first level spell slot, which is what I'm saying. Like I could twin a buff spell, but
Yeah,
it's like
there's
I have bless, but
Right.
bless is like already targets people anyway. So
the nice thing about twin is it doesn't cost additional. It's just it costs the spell's level and nothing
yeah.
more. So you're like, oh, here's a fourth. It doesn't cost 5. It doesn't. There's no buffer there. It's
Yep.
just boom. Here we go
Four,
again.
4 sort points. Yeah, which is what I'm saying. Like I have one sort point, so I could, in theory, twin a first level spell. But I don't know if I have any good first level spells that are worth
Right.
doing it. Like I may as well just cast bless.
I think something of Azamar's comes back on a short rest though, which is escaping me right now. So, see.
Azamar, yeah,
Maybe
probably.
the flight.
Or your extra damage thing.
Long rest on wings. Nope. Healing cans too. Okay. Both of my things are long rest based, so
Right.
I only have what I have, whether we do it or not. But I think Alicia's down for it, one way or the other.
Yeah. So I guess if we tell
Ride or die.
Pike that we're gonna need an hour to rest up because we just got done killing 3
Or-
eldritch aboleths and a kraken, but
Yeah.
just give me a
So there's
sandwich
like I can
first.
also re-equip the cloak of protection, and that'll help a little bit.
As we're doing this, Alicia would offer back Ridair, like, do you want this back, and offer him like the sunblade, but obviously there's like no blade, it's just the hilt. Like, do you
Yeah.
want this? Like,
He says, "Well, it's either that or I have an hour to attune to one of these, and I think the sword will. Does the sword do an extra 1d8? Or does it only do damage to undead?
it is a 1d8 to undead, but it's a +2 sword.
Okay,
So
because my sword is +2. So
okay, I don't know if we're gonna fight undead at this point. I don't know what's up in that tower, but you get light from it, the undead, and if it is undead, you get 1d8 extra damage.
Ridair says, "No, I need to use my sword for this because I'm already bonded to it for Hexblade, Hex Warrior."
Right. Yeah, Alicia's fine with that. Just kind of like,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah. He's
Just
like,
all
"No, I'm gonna
resources.
use this one that saw
She
me
would-
through the Kraken."
She would look at Mo with reservation, like,
Well, I'm gonna try to use the bow, but since we do have an hour, I will attune to it
okay.
if,
Yeah,
if
she-
she's
she-
offering it.
Yeah. She's like full support. Like, if you need.
What is the base damage of it? 1d8.
I think so. 1d. Oh, Sunblade is 1d10.
Oh,
Jesus.
wow.
I'm gonna. It is. I just rolled it just to see. Let's hold on.
Oh wait, does it have finesse on it?
Yeah, it does.
Oh.
I remember reading that because it
It
was
does,
like the
but
most
it's-
OP.
So over.
But it's considered a long sword too.
Right.
Yeah, it's
well,
a
I mean,
longsword that has finesse, and you like if you're proficient with short swords, you're still considered proficient with it.
Yeah.
It is like you could have a +2 weapon, or you could have a +2 weapon with finesse, where you only need proficiency with a short sword or a long sword, and it does extra damage to undead, and has the light effect.
Yeah, it's a
It
a
requires attunement, but like
1d8 damage type radiant with a +2, and yeah, versatile finesse with secondary of 1d10.
it's just like, oh, the only downside over a +2 weapon is that it requires attunement.
You said the base damage is technically radiant, not slashing, or
Yep.
when the whole squad suddenly has sun swords.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is a not con
Oh
save.
my gosh. Okay, now I'm back to full. Could have used that one first, but
Why does that say +3 con?
because it's a hit dice. It adds your con to your hit, whatever you roll for hit dice.
Okay.
And I guess Mo, your leadership thing is a
Oh, I
short
see
rest.
Oh, I thought it was
Yep.
Mo attacking. I was like, what?
No, that's me doing hit dice.
Yeah, I didn't realize that because I'm dumb.
All right.
Mo would do 10 hit points in the short rest as well, so everybody gets 14.
Yep.
All right. As we prepare.
And then all you'd need to say is like, yeah, in the crit range. Like, stop.
This sword already does enough at its current
Yeah, you
level
like
because-
just please make it rare or whatever. Like, make it the tier up. Don't make it just rare.
Yeah, Sunblade is like really good.
It needs, yeah. It. In all honesty, like it really probably should be the next tier higher
Yeah.
for all that it does.
That's the damage, but are you rolling like the attack? Or Mo, whatever you're doing?
That
Like-
was
It's hit dice.
oh,
yeah.
hit dice.
I was
I
like
think
I was
I'm
like
gonna
5 HP off.
I think the best use of spells is probably Hunter's Mark,
Ooh, actually, Magic Initiate.
because we need to. I mean, Bless is really good for the three of us to make sure we hit, but I have a feeling the extra damage that Redair can do on the D8s is gonna. Oh, well, I don't know. Would it outweigh the damage from no? Because Bless is also saving throws and stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna do a Bless. Just because it does the saving throw bonus, and
Well, I do have two first level spells, so I can
Oh.
also take the role of Bless.
Okay, why don't you do that and I'll
Mhm.
Hunter's Mark.
Yep.
Redair will do Hunter's Mark on himself because that's the best use of his first level
Yep.
spell.
Tell Alicia when to bless, and she is a bless for everybody that isn't Alicia lined up. And then I have Favored by the Gods, which is a what's that do again?
So we also have to figure out how we're going to enter the building. Let me move us to the map.
So Redair has his boots. Alicia still has Favored Soul or Radiant Soul that she got back.
Right.
Okay.
So she can fly.
Mo has the
And-
rope of climbing. I don't like if I just get it to a
That's-
window or something.
Even if
Yeah.
you can't, Alicia can fly up. I could, or Redair could fly up. Alicia can bring the rope of climbing, and
Yeah, we could be on it. Like a helicopter.
I mean, I do have. I don't know what the strength for that is, but I have 19 strength, so I don't know if I can lift a human and a halfling, but with 19 strength,
Well, the halfling's in my bag of holding, so he weighs nothing.
yeah. Could they hold on to the rope and I fly up like fucking Tails and Sonic? It's like,
I'd allow it.
Of course you would.
Considering we're not we're just flying upward. It's not like you're doing some sort
Yeah.
of super stunt. Like you just have to hold a rope and support the weight
Yeah.
of somebody else. But you have the strength,
Yeah.
items. So it's like you could support that.
yeah, the gauntlets of ogre strength. I feel like from like Ocarina, where it's like,
Right.
look at these big rocks, and it's like I can't lift this. These gauntlets can lift this.
What's even the lore on those rocks? Just like, oh,
It's-
Ganondorf put this here. Like, what?
It's I think it's just that like rocks happen to fall into the like rock people, like the Gorgons area, because food.
Right.
They
Right.
somehow cycle rocks down infinitely. But if we're gonna do that, then I will just toggle Radiant Soul here. I mean, obviously we're like planning it, but Alicia will do that, so she has the 30 foot of movement,
Yep.
flying.
Redair will cast Hunter's Mark because that's an hour-long spell.
I actually do have a daily now, which is my bless or my like per long rest, but I already cast that, so there's
So
nothing to prep for me.
if we're gonna do that, Alicia will actually wait for her bless until we're inside,
Yeah.
and she will grab the rope, assuming that the plan has been talked about, and Mo and Smallleaf are also on board, and she'll just start flying up at whatever amount of time it takes her to get up to a higher level, like second or third floor.
Yeah, so there's 3 floors. The windows are on the second floor.
Second
Um,
floor is.
yep. Um, but they are barred.
Right. So maybe
So
there's an
there's that.
entrance on top of the building, and then we would come
Yeah,
down. Cause like,
On top or
there is the back door that's on the third floor.
back door, depending on what the material's made of. Like Alicia has like mold earth, if that could like move structure in any way, or firebolt to try to heat it up. I don't I don't know how that would all work, but if not, we go around to the back.
yeah, I guess we can try the back door.
Yeah, Redair's gonna
Yep.
suggest the back. Um,
Redair/DM
/DM.
knowledge.
Redarum.
All right.
I guess in that case, it's like if we're gonna go that way, and this case is clear, like maybe we don't do all that till we're right here. But
Yeah, we get here.
I guess it doesn't matter all that much.
We have to
'cause
look as
combat-
heroic as possible in front of these guards.
Yeah.
Those are the saviors. We're like, dun, dun,
so-
dun, dun.
So Alicia does her ability, and Rise of the Valkyries by Wagner just starts playing in the back. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, let's get the boss battle music going.
Boss battle.
Yeah. And I'll have us roll for initiative now, but enemies won't be taking turns until they're alerted that, something is going on. Whoops, hold on. I have myself selected and I rolled for the enemy. Nice.
Mr. Dory, he gets a 9 if he's any more than that. No.
Yeah. The players will remember that.
All right.
Oh,
And
look
there-
at that Manticore. Shit, I knew. I turned into one of those before.
Totally saw it coming. Okay. So again, we basically have
Why are there
turns
two of
until
me?
they realize what's going on. And if we're not really actually in combat, we don't have to take our turns one at a
Right.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just doing that as a preemptive. Once we do get into a situation where the enemies are alerted, that's what the initiative's going to be.
Yeah, time sensitive.
Yeah. So what is our plan then? We are gonna fly up to the balcony.
Yep.
I think we're gonna fly to here. Alicia has Mo and Smallleaf on a rope.
Yep.
And
There's fly up
And this
to
is
there.
the area where we should be careful, right? This is where Mo
Right,
fell
'cause
through before.
this is slippery, slippery, rickety area, and
Yeah,
there is
so-
the mud that is toxic down below.
Yep. So Smallleaf, if you grabbed onto the rope that I was carrying, yep, you're over here somewhere. Alicia's gonna hang probably about 5 feet just above the thing. Like if she's already flying, she's just gonna chill a bit.
Redair's gonna do the same, and he's gonna test the door.
At this point, I have the Sun Sword charged up, like activated or whatever you call it.
Okay.
Full light.
Yeah.
I don't think Alicia's going to do bless just yet because there's no like real threat. Like after somebody, I think whoever fell, like we know that it's slippery, and we're not in combat yet. So she's just gonna chill a bit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Redair's like, well, it's locked. Big surprise there. Let's see. Do we go in full force and just try to break the thing down?
Yep.
All right. Redair's going to use his winged boots to.
Listen, we're swatting these people.
Yeah. He's going to
Yeah.
back up a bit. Use the winged boots to basically just fly himself straight into the door and try to tackle it down, and breaks through, just splinters the door, and with that we are in.
There was a bunch of hostage orphans stacked against that door, and he just
don't make another move.
burst through.
They don't worship Ra. I don't care about them.
Right.
So actually, at this point, like we're in, like actually taking turns would be is actually appropriate, because once Redair breaks through the door, the enemies know. So
Okay.
yeah, he'll fly in. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. So he'll move to like right to like over here, and peer down, and what he can see from below, I'll go ahead and reveal for all of us.
So this is technically the third floor.
Yeah, we're on a
Okay.
third floor. It's basically like a walkway that opens up to the area below.
And can I ask, like, this area to the left, like, they were the mob is kind of like around this area, or were they over here too? Like because I see them up here.
Yeah, so they're on the first floor. They're, because I don't have enough map. They're like
Right.
maybe 20 feet.
Okay, we are
20
on
feet
first.
outside.
This is second, and down here is third.
Yeah, well, yeah, this is the ground level.
Okay,
This is the top floor, and then
Oh,
the
I'm thinking in opposites. Okay, just
yeah,
making
the
sure.
opposite way.
I was just making sure there's not two buildings. I know you said that before, but I forgot.
Yeah.
Just making sure
So
we're not.
Redair can basically
Shit at
like,
building 2. Like, well, he's really in building 1. Like, we're
Yeah.
listen here, Dory.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
broke like the wrong door down. Like,
yeah. Whoops. Yeah, so we're on the third level 3.
We're in a bank. What
looking
kind of
down to level
building?
2. And in the bottom left of this map is level 2. I revealed what Redair can see from being on the balcony, at that angle.
Okay, that's
so-
perfect.
Yep, so you can look down and see. So, alright.
Oh, I see.
Redair doesn't... Well, I guess he has an action. He sees Mr. Dory from there, and he's going to do... No, Channel Divinity has to be closer. He's going to do Hexblade Curse right now on Mr. Dory.
Alicia tries to warn everybody, like, I don't have much heals.
We're coming for you, Mr. Dory.
everybody get hit.
And that's his turn.
Everybody suck up!
Redair technically has an action, but I guess he's going to use his action to take the defense. Do a full-on defend, because it's a bonus action for Hexblade Curse. Otherwise, it'd be like fly down there and then just be a sitting duck, but he's going to defend. So, Smallleaf, you are next.
Just imagine Mo's like dual wielding, and he goes up like to this balcony, and then just like goes backwards like in an action movie, and just collapses in crates. He's like, "Alicia, help me!" Like his body's all broken. Like,
I guess I'll like move out here and then wait to punch somebody.
All right, hold action. If a creature,
Yeah, I'm not trying to really trying to run in and die or anything.
Redair is doing this run in and die, so if you want.
Well, I'm taking the defense action, so it's not quite run in and die.
Yeah.
So, well, I guess technically I could hold my action if something, or wait, but no, I'm just defending.
so many people rolled a 14.
Yeah. All right. So Smallleaf is in, holding his action. So, Mr. Dory, you hear him he says what language do manticores?
He coughs up red velvet cake and he's like, "Hey,
Yeah.
you found me."
Yeah, you hear him bark some sort of command.
Why is it
probably
red velvet
I
cake?
don't know.
like a command word of some sort, and the
what's language? I have some.
it's a command word. It's not like a particular
Oh,
language.
okay. I have some eclectic languages, so
Yeah.
it's like.
And let's see, the manticores, they move 50 feet.
He says, "Open sesame."
Your beach bathroom?
Where's the ruler?
He says something, and Alicia's like, "I wish I didn't hear what he said."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
So the one
Yeah.
manticore. is
Alicia,
gonna
what
use
did he
all
say?
its
And you're like,
move
"Mm-mm."
To fly right
I'm not allowed to
there.
say it.
The other one has to, given that it has to fly up. Wait.
Were you born in a barn?
It's actually going to fly up over here.
Were you born in a clinic?
Yeah.
Yes, we're gonna put on.
The two of the manticores are going to fly up here, and they are going to launch tail spikes at Redair and Smallleaf. So 3 are going at Redair, but it has disadvantage because he's taken the defense.
Is this just
action.
an attack roll?
Yeah.
Is Redair upstairs still?
Yeah, he's on the 3rd floor.
Okay.
Yeah, he didn't jump down because that would have been like jump down sitting duck, you know. Okay, so the 26 hits and 10 piercing. That was a pretty high roll. 3 tail spikes against Smallleaf. I think your AC is... Oh, it's 19, so they all miss. Very nice. The other manticore...
Smallleaf could choose to do his, like, throw it back at them because it missed if he were to want to.
I think that's a key point to actually throw it back. You can just flat out catch it, I think.
I think either way, just throwing it out there, like, so I think Smallleaf could choose to catch it or throw it back if he wants.
Yeah.
Right. Which case we did short rest, so he's topped off on.
Oh, true, yeah. Topped off on key points.
Tim, are you back?
His mic's
No.
crackling.
No. So they missed you. Do you want to catch the spikes that they're throwing out and throw it back to you for a key point, or no?
Classified as a projectile.
It does.
Yeah, you have the monk ability that lets you do that.
Yeah, but that's only if it's missiles.
These are missiles. These are tail spikes,
Yep.
which are ranged attacks. Deflect missiles.
Even if you don't throw it back, you can still catch it.
Yeah.
Just style points.
If you reduce... Well, so it says... Yeah.
If the missile is small enough for me to hold in one hand.
I
Well, it
think it
actually
is.
says... Oh, it's only if you're... Wait, you can catch
It's only if
missiles-
you're hit with it, and if you reduce the damage. That's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh.
so it's kind of a weird
I misunderstood
situation.
that.
But
My bad.
yeah, I thought it was like if it misses, you can just do it. But
Right.
no, it's if you are hit and reduce the damage, which is pretty easy to do now that you're a high level monk.
Yeah, but so can think about that if it hits you again,
Yeah.
because that's going to be an easy grab.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's like, oh, 6
Um,
damage. I do that in my sleep. And then he's like, watch this. He throws it back for 4 times damage.
Yeah, right. He crits. It counts as a magic missile. It's like, I guess it would because he throws it back as a monk weapon, so it'd be like a ghost. A
Yeah,
ghost throws a chair at you, and you're like, no.
Mr.
Yeah.
Dory's
Attack.
turn. He is going to cast Fly, and then fly up to there.
Ooh, don't do that. Don't do that on
Coming
Dead
to
Man.
our terrain, huh?
Yeah. And now it is Mo's turn.
Brother.
All right.
He's gonna rape Mo because he charged him extra for that appointment.
It's
Flash and gash. Carve a hole
So don't
extra
you have your
hole.
bow though?
I do, but I have the sun sword. It's
Oh
like,
right.
I don't know if
Use
it's
it.
going deep until you get the sun sword, though.
Yeah.
It doesn't do enough to call it unless it's an obvious undead creature, but
yeah. I'll come in here and then go to the right, like that.
Okay.
If you're gonna attack, you could always delay your turn until after mine, so I could bless you. Unless other shit pops up, I don't.
Yes. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll come in here and hold my action for after Elysia performs whatever happens on her round, then I will attack. Like, in case if you don't do bless, if something random happens.
Yeah. Okay.
And I will attack the left. No, I'll just go straight for Mr. Dory.
Okay. Let's see. Alicia is next.
Alright, so Alicia is gonna come here to this point. 22. And she is still flying at this point, and she will cast Bless.
Okay.
That. A first level. And then everybody but herself. And with her remaining 10, she will move up 10 area, I guess.
Okay.
And I don't really have any other bonus stuff to do, so everybody gets Bless, Mo gets his bonus attack, and Alicia ends her turn.
On Mr. Dory, that is a hit. Okay.
I guess he probably does, but did Mr. Dory see Mo do that? Like, come into the room? Like, it's like he flew up there, so
yeah,
he
he's,
does.
he's looking.
Yep. So, into other people's turns that aren't Alicia.
Yep.
I will
All right.
mark Mr. Dory, just in case if anybody actually makes it over to him.
We're gonna bring him
Yeah.
down.
So unfortunately, Radar's gonna have to double move to get to him, but
Can't he
will,
fly?
He can, but it's his move speed.
Oh,
It's,
even
so it's
still.
only 30. Yeah, and I'm just shy of it.
Rip.
Yeah, there. I have a bonus action where I can either do Channel Divinity or move the Hunter's Mark. I think even though Radar has Hexblade Curse on Mr. Dory, Radar's gonna let's see. Okay.
Wouldn't it
He's
be
just
the
gonna
ultimate
fly.
fighter thing to throw your sword at the person and then pull it out of them whenever you get there and slash them with it?
Yeah. Radar's gonna do bonus action, move his Hunter's Mark to this Manticore. He wants to get to Mr. Dory, but he's got to get to the Manticore first, so that's what he's doing. And then 2 attacks. 11 is a miss, but yeah, that's a 1, so that's just gonna be a miss. 27 hits. Okay, 18. Small leaf.
I'm glad I actually included my bracers of archery damage in the longbow. I was just like, wait, hopefully I'm accounting for that, and I am.
Yeah, small leaf can. Well, you can't fly. There's a gap there, but
Oh, he can pull off the most legendary acrobatics move. Well, he has the
I'm
boots.
sure.
He might actually be able to
Oh.
make it.
yeah, actually, you're right. It doubles your
You think, yeah, it doubles or triples your...
jump distance.
I
You
would
probably
so
could
totally,
make it.
I would so totally do it. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, what do the boots actually do? Because given his monk speed and the boots, it's like he probably could just straight up jump that.
In
The question is, does he need to
addition,
roll for
you
it?
can jump 3 times the normal distance, which, like, yeah,
Which,
10
yeah.
feet is, like, almost automatic.
Yeah, and for a monk, yeah, you could just straight up jump that. I wouldn't even have you roll for it.
If you wanted to do that. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, of course he wants to do that. presume you're attacking Mr. Dory.
Tim, you're muted, by the way.
Yeah.
Up, there it is.
I'm back if anything happened to me.
Nope, not yet.
Yeah, we just
Cool.
got to Tim.
Not yet.
Yeah, spread out.
CJ, it doesn't help the 11, but I did bless.
Oh yeah. I didn't need to roll
Okay.
for it for the Manticore, but yes, I do have that factored in.
Okay.
All right, Smallleaf, are you making your attack rolls?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did
Yep.
Smallleaf jump over the gap? Is that how he did that?
His
Yeah.
boots and his monk speed let him just straight up jump. He can clearly make that distance without needing to
20,
roll for it. I mean, if there was like an enemy in the way or something, like
Yeah.
something hostile, but like he can totally just straight up jump
Yeah.
that.
I just wanted to intake the monk isms here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the monk insanity that is
Yep.
amazing.
Yep.
At this level.
So I'm actually gonna
Oh,
use some. I'm gonna use something that I never usually do, which is my open hand technique.
Ooh.
I successfully did the Fury of Blows, which is my 2 arm strikes. I'm going to make him have to do a dexterity saving throw or be knocked prone.
Ooh, okay. And that just he has to just roll for it now because you hit.
You must succeed a dexterity throw or be knocked prone. If it saves, it must save. No, wait, it must make a saving throw.
Did you link it?
It doesn't make any sense.
Is
It
there a
must make
speech
saving
bubble next to
throw.
it?
What? Yeah. Hold on, sorry.
There you go.
And apparently if it fails being, I don't know, then I can push it 15 feet away. That's kind of like ridiculous.
Oh yeah, you choose which of the effects you want to have happen. So if you're choosing the dex, then you're knocking him prone, and you would get advantage on all attacks after that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the dex.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe. He fails that regardless, I think.
And
Yeah,
it's
I'm pretty
8 plus
it-
proficiency plus. Tim, what's your wisdom?
My wisdom,
Yeah.
15.
Okay, so and what's our current proficiency bonus? 4.
4.
3. Oh, it is 4, never mind.
Yeah.
So,
So that's 12
14.
plus wisdom.
Yeah. So 14,
14.
dex he has to beat.
So he rolled a 14, so he
Oh,
passes.
okay, damn it.
Motherfucker. Alright, well, I'm just gonna roll my damage then.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot.
14, 11, 9, and 8.
So he hit with both of his unarmed strikes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yep.
he could do it. It doesn't cost him anything to do it.
So does he have to
yeah, I guess
roll
that's true.
again?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have him make another saving throw.
That should just be every time he actually unarmed strikes, which is pretty
Fucking
crazy.
hell.
Ah,
Ow.
damn it! Come on!
Still, the damage he did was considerable. So
No, but I was hoping to knock him prone so then I wasn't gonna get attacked.
yeah. So Mr. Dory calls out in another command word, and the Manticore or the other
This
Manticore
is where I die.
flies up here. Actually, yeah, it flies. Where does it fly to? Yeah, it flies right here. Because Mr. Dory needs protection. Yeah. So the first Manticore that is next to Radare is going to attack him first with a bite and claws.
Oh no.
Okay, so the 25 hits. This is against Radare, by the way.
Oh, yeah. I was doing
Yeah.
the dex one in my head.
The other one,
Oh,
other
right.
Manticore is going to tail spike Smallleaf, the one that just flew up there. So there's 1, 2,
Fucking
3.
Christ.
Now you can use your deflection ability. The where is it? Deflect missiles.
Yeah.
So it's a D10 plus Dex plus your monk level. You can reduce the damage by that
Which-
much. Which I mean, actually, your monk level.
Yeah.
Looking at your monk level is going to reduce it, so you reduce the damage to all to both of those 2 attacks.
Yeah, 11 means
Oh,
nothing.
it's actually, you use your reaction, so you can only do it to 1.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but I mean,
Say-
you
he
straight
grabs
up
that
reduce the
11.
damage to 0. You catch it if you want to hold it in, in one hand, and then you can spend a key point to throw it back.
I might as well just throw it because I don't want to
Yeah.
keep it as a piece of fucking.
Right.
Yeah.
And you can throw it at anybody, as far as I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you could hit Mr. Dory with it
Within 20 feet.
if you want.
Well, a normal range of 20 feet, and then I can do a long range of 60 feet.
Right, which just
Yeah.
means disadvantage on the throw.
Yeah.
So you would want to not have to do that.
What do
And
I?
you use your monk
Enemies
damage.
Yeah, so just make an unarmed strike.
Yeah.
With
Yeah,
bless.
literally just
Right.
make an unarmed strike. It's a free attack.
27.
Alright, that hits.
Knock him prone! No, like,
Should I just roll the damage for this?
yeah.
Yeah, like your monk fist.
Yep.
Yeah.
8.
Alright.
And that was
We'll
on the
throw-
Manticore, or?
Yeah, we'll throw it back at him.
Okay.
Yeah. That was at Mr. Dory, right? You threw the spike.
No, I'm gonna throw it back at the Manicore.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the Manticore lets out a growl of pain as its own spike
Yeah.
impales it.
Impregnates
You
it.
hear Mr. Dory bark out another command word, and he growls like, "Ah, curse you! I'm not gonna let it fall for that again." And Smalley, if you do take the 7 damage from the other piercing thing, because you can only do that once per round, so.
Go on.
You have the short rest inspiring leader buff though.
Oh right, yeah.
Ah,
so,
motherfucker.
so you lose 7 temp hit points. And actually, Redair should have. I forgot to be reducing Redair's temp hit points. So
I think Mo and I equally reduce hit point damage at this point.
just by the leadership versus healing. All right, let's see.
Overtime.
The third Manticore is going to throw. It's gonna throw.
It is interesting playing a charisma rogue.
Yeah, it's going to throw spikes at Mo.
Yeah,
I'll
they
say as a rogue,
basically.
I don't know that what rogue abilities that you picked are based on charisma. Maybe some from your mastermind ability.
Just the, yeah, basically. So 2 of them hit me,
Mm-hmm.
and reduce.
But that's probably all the temp hit
Yeah,
points.
exactly. So
Yeah.
it is
All
as
right.
if nothing happened.
Mr. Dory is up next. He is going to use Eye of Corruption on Smallleaf. So you
What?
need to make a saving throw. DC 17 con.
And you get the bless on this.
Plus players.
So just a con save.
Ooh, that's 10d10 damage total.
Does he not? Smallleaf doesn't take
God damn it.
Oh, roll.
1d4.
Roll.
Poison.
I don't
Roll.
take any poison damage.
But roll bless.
Yeah, bless mine.
Get a 2.
1d4. So statistically, he doesn't fail this.
Yeah.
Oh yes!
Okay, so you only take half damage, and you do
From the
not
necrotic.
get the vulnerability. All right, so you take 33.
Fucking
Well,
hell.
he is
Yes.
immune to poison.
Oh, you're immune to poison?
Yeah, so just
Okay,
take
so
the first
last
5.
Don't count that.
Yes.
So you take
That's a lot of
29.
math. You just like don't take the last 5.
Yeah.
yeah 29, half of 29. So you only take 14 damage from that.
Whew. Bless
Wow.
coming in clutch.
So with
My
the temp hit
That was
points,
like-
he
that could've
takes
been
7
a-
actual damage.
What?
With the temp hit points he has remaining, he takes 7 actual damage.
Yeah, she was.
I still
Man.
have 7 hit points left. Or
Right.
7 10 hit points.
I was gonna say,
Like,
that was like
7
Mr.
total
Dory's like big
Yeah.
attack. Like you're. That's considering you blocked that. Mr. Dory starts getting a little panicky and says, "No, you're not gonna take me. You're not gonna catch me. I can stop you."
Charge though.
Yeah, he got the
Right.
recharge. No. All right, Mo, your turn.
Oh, I could have knocked his ass fucking away from me before all this happened with my staff charges, but I didn't do it. I have so much extra stuff I could just do to him, just make his life miserable.
I'm gonna bonus action stealth roll myself.
Okay, yeah, there is like a walkway, like railing you could hide behind
Okay.
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm going to assume that passes, and
Alright.
I'm gonna attack
Let's see
Mr.
if-
Dory. Yeah,
Okay, no,
right.
he's not aware.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
That is a hit.
Thank God I fucking did that.
Yeah. All right.
19.
19. Okay. All right.
I'm-
Anything else on your turn?
Nope. I am staying right next to that person.
All right.
In case if I get
Alicia.
hit.
It's rough because I have the spell slot to upcast to a 5th level. I hate having so few resources, as a matter of fact. I think because of what I have now, Alicia, just in case there's an area of effectability, she will move. She'll move over here.
All right.
And I guess she'll go for Mr. Dory, I guess.
All right.
With a firebolt.
Okay. 17 misses.
Oh dang.
Oh Jesus.
He is yeah. He's very for being kind of like you wouldn't expect him to be. He's actually pretty quick on his feet. So he dodges that. And he is carrying a shield, so that is boosting
I
his
think she's
AC.
gonna get angry. By the gods, this one.
All right.
So she gets a 2d4.
All right, that turns it into a hit.
Okay.
So it looks like he's about to dodge it, but the bolt steers in.
Wow.
Adding 2d4 to an attack roll is pretty high. I mean, I guess it's only once a day, but
Yeah, so also because of Radiant Soul that she's currently channeling, if I come down here, hold on, I'm not seeing it. Yeah, here. So she gets to radiant damage equal to my level. So the fact that I hit does an extra 10 damage.
Oh, nice. An extra 10. Whew. I'd say that's actually some really considerable damage considering you're not, well, besides your spells,
Yeah, I'm not a damage dealer. That was a cantrip. Fuck you.
Yeah,
26 damage,
that's
Dory.
pretty considerable damage for a cantrip.
Yep. I'm about 5 feet off the ground right now, so I'm not super high, but that's all I got.
All right. Let's see. Radar's going to attack the Manticore beside him. And, yeah, I'll roll for...
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have blessed.
Just roll both with... Okay. Yeah, both hit. And damage, Hunter's Mark. 23, 29, 34. Alright, the Manticore next to Adair is looking pretty banged up. And back to Small Leaf.
Fuck him up, small leaf.
Oh, 13.
You have
bless.
blessed,
but a
or
17 wouldn't hit it.
Yeah, even if you rolled max.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's a miss. The 28 hits.
And then
Yeah, those two hit.
And we're gonna make him roll another dexterity saving throw.
ass down.
And roll. There we go. Oh no,
He's prone.
he is down.
He's hyper prone.
And now I'm gonna roll my damages. 15, 6, and 7.
All right, let's see. So 28. Yeah, Mr. Dory's looking. He's getting banged up too.
He's looking anti-thick.
Yeah, he's getting panicky.
I guess I'm gonna do the extra 1d6 force damage just because
Okay.
for my one staff attack.
You can do a bunch of them, actually. You could do 9 of them.
1d6 plus
Spend
4.
like most of the charges.
Plus 3 weapon power.
Yeah.
An extra 3
Alright.
damage.
All right.
Whee!
Yep. Let's see. Okay, now it is the Manticore's turns. One Fire is going to attack him.
Tim's ability is it's a 1d6 plus 4. So add 4 to that,
Oh,
actually.
add 4? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, Mr. Dory's not looking so good.
Yeah, because Tim could expend up to 3, so he could do. But this is a fucking legendary weapon.
Yeah, it's supposed to. Let's see. The Manticores. One of them's going to attack Alicia next with the tail spikes.
Do it, bitch.
26. That just eats through the temp hit points.
26. Ooh, he's gonna do 9 to my 19 or 14. That's fine.
Yeah. All right, and then the other one against. Let's see. I guess against Mo again.
Yeah, bitch.
Just the 17 hits.
Yeah, the 17 hits, and then I'm gonna reaction have that 8.
All right. Mr. Dory's going to go again. He has his recharge. He is going to Eye of Corruption Alicia.
Do it.
Is he within 30 feet?
Oh, is it 30? Yeah, it is 30. No, he is not. Okay, he'll do Small Leaf again then.
Yeah, not to screw
No,
Smiley
but that's
through
okay.
it,
I
but-
forgot that.
And also,
No, I want him to hit me!
also, I guess he stands up.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he stands up and does that.
He can shove his Eye of Corruption.
Oh!
So I'm just going to roll the fire damage because you're immune to the poison anyway.
The necrotic.
Yeah, the necrotic part. So
Ooh,
you take half of that.
Right.
it's still pretty hard.
He can't hurt me with fucking necrotic damage, brother.
So 19 from that.
I wish he could have hit me.
I'm either gonna kill him or he's going to kill me. That's how this is gonna go.
Right.
Here. We're gonna make it so you can kill him.
Yeah.
Alicia will help
I would
this.
say, Small Leaf, yeah, you have 50. You still have 50 hit points. Let's see, that's his turn. Back to Mo.
Whoa, that asshole stood up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good that he stood up. I'm gonna do it again.
Alright, that
Or
is a hit.
27. Or that was the stealth roll.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, let me see if he catches that.
Oh, you bastard! Damn, in the first roll.
Yeah, he stands up and happens to, look over there as he's surveying, for Alicia and you.
I actually have... no. Damn. I have an inspiration die. Could I use it to reroll?
Yeah.
Okay. Should I just reroll once or with advantage again? Just
reroll
once.
once.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, holy shit!
Yes.
That is the best. This is the
Please
best
explode.
universe.
Please explode die. Please just go super high. There's so many die. I believe in you all.
Advantage. Oh my god.
Holy
Okay, the
I
sneak
love this.
The sneak was
He
pretty
might be
high,
dead.
but the other one was pretty low.
30,
He's probably
Okay.
dead now.
38, 42, 47. Yep, that is
A lot
more
of
than he
damage.
has hit points. So he
Wow, he just died.
Dude, Mo with the
Mo just pops up and
explosion. Jesus Christ.
I forget how I got that inspiration, but it was worth
yeah,
it.
Mo just turned into a sniper and was just like, boop!
yeah, that's like through the head, like just down.
Yeah.
Down he goes.
Dory laughed as the arrow like one direction, then the other, then back on point. Like,
Yeah,
dumb.
yeah, you get 28 perception. I hope you saw that coming.
Yeah, it was the last thing he saw.
Mr. Dory, there's only two certainties in life: death and taxes, and I've already taxed you.
Welcome to what we're gonna do to your business when you die.
Yeah. Well, I can say based on the damage
It's running into
output
the
that
wall.
the manticores do,
Right.
and considering that it's late, they're not gonna drop us. Like,
You're like,
and even if they did drop one person, they're not gonna kill any of us. So
You're
Even
like-
if they can kill anybody. We got it anyway.
yeah,
you're like,
there's-
there's only like a 50% chance that like one of you would die. Oh yeah, so yeah, Redair dies. You're like, what? Somehow
and then you just use
Alicia
a
couldn't
spell,
save
a
him.
resurrection spell, like.
We have a
So-
red spell in the ring.
Yeah,
Like,
so-
otherwise, like,
At this point, and considering it's late, I'm just going to say we finish off the manticores,
Right.
kill each of them in turn. Yeah, we get a few cuts and scratches, but
What about the right
overall,
one?
it's nothing
Okay.
we can't handle. So yes, we defeat Mr. Dory and do him in. He
For a
was
second time.
for a
Yeah.
second time. He was running. He was cornered in a cage, and we, as you said, the shock team goes in and gets the job done. So with that,
him,
the
or, like,
what's that?
Alicia just feels bad for him. Like, she kind of comes over and is like, I don't think you were a bad person. I think that what those things did to you was bad.
Yeah.
He was corrupted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how good he was before, but certainly nobody deserves that, I guess.
Mm.
Alicia always thinks that people deserve redemption. So
Mo having a conscience right now?
Who?
Is Mo having a conscience?
Listen, man, all I'm thinking about is this business.
All
get
the
to get over
goods
exactly-
in his
you're like-
warehouse.
I know more about business than anybody else in this styes. I'm not addicted to crack. It makes me better than anybody else. Let's go.
I have Adonis blood. Winning.
You could test me. I have no crack, no opioids.
Yeah.
I'm obviously the best person. Everybody's like, he really is.
So
We just go outside, tell everybody that Mr. Dory, we captured him and he's in a room, and that all of his wishes will be conveyed through either us or somebody of our choosing. And they want this entire warehouse to get sold and all the funds to come to us.
so the constable says, well, I think we can arrange something. Certainly arrange something here. I believe I owe you for. I assume you found some things out about the cult, so I owe you. The city owes you a reward for that.
Yeah, basically they were worshipping this godlike kraken thing until it died. So,
You mean we killed it?
yeah.
He's going to get technical.
Let's see. So I'm reading here. I want to read something. So one thing is that so the guards come in. They start assessing the warehouse now that Mr. Dory's gone or dead, and they go get the body and the manticores and start cleaning up. A constable does give us a reward. She gives each of us 3,000 gold.
Holy shit.
For the when we tell her about the Kraken and the cult and what they were up to, and she gives us 3,000 for that, and for basically figuring out, that the cult was responsible for the Lantern Ghost killings and for stopping Mr. Dory. But she gives us a bonus for dealing with Mr. Dory. So a lot of the goods in the warehouse, they actually belong to people,
Right.
like besides Mr. Dory. But the second floor contains basically a bunch of goods that are basically in legal dispute or basically in limbo. Like either their owners died or never came back, or
Yeah, just
they got
unclaimed.
unclaimed. Yeah, unclaimed goods from wherever. And the total value of the unclaimed goods is 10,000 gold.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Which again, Mr. Dory was probably the richest
Yeah.
person in town, and that's part of why. So Constable Jute basically sells off or gives us, any of the supplies that are in dispute, and we can do it. Like, we can basically say, if there were any supplies you wanted, we basically have them in there, and otherwise we can just convert it to gold, and that's probably the simplest way. Is just do a
Yeah,
gold
I'm
conversion.
fine with doing that. 2,500 each.
Yeah.
I am up to 16,600.
I'm counting my platinum. I'm at a little over 17.
Really?
Or just about. Yeah, I'm a little over 17,000.
I
Not that
have
I'm carrying all that on me, of course.
Yeah, mine's in the bag
Get
of holding.
shanked and it's just like gold.
The weight of the gold coming out kills the person that stabbed you.
Yeah. 350 pounds of coinage.
I have sub 5,000, but I have the platinum, and I also bought many magic items and a cannon. So
Yeah, the weight is on your person, even though the cannon's on the ship. Yeah, so it takes several days for those goods to either be sold off or whatever. But basically, just to kind of recap, over the next month or so, those goods get sold off and the money transferred to us.
Transferred
we go
to our
back to
account.
into our account. We head back to Saltmarsh. The Constable Jute, is thankful for the work we've done for the Styes. There's some other council members that they basically kind of keep it quiet, kind of what had all gone on. So like the whole town doesn't know about us, but the leadership does. The one other worker, the one I forget who it was, the one other person we talked to in Mr. Dory's warehouse, she takes over the the ownership of the warehouse and running it. So that business still keeps going. But that's it for the Styes. We make it back to Saltmarsh and back to kind of business as usual. Alicia continues to run the temple. Mo has some time to catch up with Galen, and I think that was it Galen?
Yep.
Yeah, Galen, and working on the docks, with some of the smuggling going on. Small Leaf continues to meditate outside in the glade or on the island where the standing stones were. Red Air continues to help out with the town guard and protection and policing of the town. Stop, keeping crime in check. Like I said, basically like another month or so will go by unless Mo wants, more time to go by. But we pretty much settle down and things are quiet for at least a little while. And that, of course, gives us time. Considering it's getting late, we won't do it now. But if you guys want to buy any magic items, or trade or sell, we can kind of pick that up. Well, I don't know. Do we want to pick that up? Well, yeah, we can pick that up next time and just add it to your character sheets.
Yep.
Next time, because I can just tell you what the gold costs are if you want to purchase anything. But before we go, but that pretty much wraps it up for Saltmarsh. But like I said, we basically have a month of downtime unless Jordan wants to add more.
No, that's fine. What I'll say is that Mo is spending a lot of his time at the docks. Specifically, he's looking to hire a ship to take us somewhere.
Okay. Yeah, and we do have our own ship, but I figure we're going to kind of leave that to keep running our own business.
Yeah. Yep.
Because that's basically supplying our funds for, the temple and our own business. So we have the temple and the
Yeah.
ship for steady
Olive has
income.
opened a zoo that's nothing but monkeys.
Imported monkeys.
Yeah, I smuggled the monkeys in.
Oh yes, that's right. Yeah, Alicia spends her time
Yeah.
casting several hollow spells on the temple.
Yeah, I will transition my money into enough to do it. All of my gold right now will get me 5 hollow spells plus like 120 gold.
Yeah, and if you need more for spells, Radair's happy to contribute because
Yeah.
he helps out with the temple too. So if you need more,
No, I think Alicia is fine with 5 because each of the areas over the next week it costs 1,000 gold per area and 24 hours. So she's going to do like tongues in the main area, um, like daylight in the steeple, everlasting rest in the graveyard, so nothing can be revived, and then 2 others in other random places.
okay. You're able to edit the Temple of Ra if you want to add.
Okay.
You can add those notes in there so we have it recorded.
Okay. Yep. I will.
Oh,
But
right.
basically, nothing. Everybody in the main portion they have tongues, so they can all speak with each other. Everybody in the steeple, there is eternal light casting down on it that's considered daylight into the temple, and nothing in the graveyard can be revived as an undead, plus whatever other 2 things I can think of.
Yeah.
Point.
Nice.
Yeah, and one thing for everybody, if you definitely look at the whatever the DM's guide for magic stuff. Basically, as a heads up, there might not be much of an opportunity to spend gold in mine. So, like, definitely consider, like magic items, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, Radair might swap out some stuff, sell some of the items that he has and some of the magic items, exchange them for other things. So
yeah, like
be sure to do that. But yeah, pretty much everything in the Dungeon Master's Guide for magic items. Again, you can look at the costs, the magic item costs in here, to see what you want to buy.
Alicia will dump 5k into the temple.
Okay.
From her own business, and anything that is in the temple now and whatever the temple might gain is just going to be like
it's basically upkeep for the temple, and the money that comes in is for upkeep services,
I don't know what else I could put into the area other than like, also the other thing for this is that any celestial, elemental, fae, fiends, and undead can't enter any of the areas.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, nor creatures charm, frighten, or possess. I think this is directly spawning from the Hellhound that did some damage. Where it's like look at these sections that are immune to the Hellhound bullshit, and also add something to the church, like the general hall. Everybody can talk to each other. Like
and now it is certainly the best temple in all the region, not just Saltmarsh the town, but like the entire Saltmarsh region, and even the surrounding areas adjacent to it.
In a worst case scenario, everybody can fall back to the temple that undead can't enter. Essentially, because each of these spell castings do 60 feet, and she's doing 5, so like
the whole area is 100 now.
Circular feet, kind of. Like,
it might also be good, just as like a combat thing, in the main area, like energy protection from necrotic or poison, just because like those are typically bad.
Yeah, well, and they're common. Like if somebody wants to poison somebody,
like haha, wait.
Energy protection would be the other 2. They have resistance to anything other than like the physical one. So yeah, that would be like necrotic. Like nobody in this area could be subject to necrotic damage, or at least they have resistance to it, while also have resistance to undead attack.
Yeah, the common stuff that we need
Yeah.
protection from.
Yeah, just
so.
if you need filler ones.
Yeah,
But I think that's good. That's perfect.
Especially after, I mean, that was like physical combat, I guess, but yeah, it's like with the
I mean,
whenever it got attacked, it's like, yeah, let this place be the last like the stronghold of Saltmarsh now.
yeah, in a
Yeah.
way, it kind of has that in which it protects from uh celestials, fiends, fey fiends, or celestials, elemental, fey fiends, and undead can't enter the area.
Right.
So
So
it's like
yeah, the
pretty good.
temples become the landmark of the town by
Yeah,
this point.
I
Like it's
thought
the
that.
fame of the Temple of Ra and Saltmarsh has spread to the surrounding regions, and it's between that and like the fact that the fishing is now more stable and than it was before, and it's
Saltmarsh
like
is
okay,
popping.
yeah, Saltmarsh is popping now. So and we're the heroes of the town. Everybody knows us. So
Yeah, assuming that nobody needs gold from the temple for anything, that's another 2 spells we can do. But I think given the size of the spell, Alicia's ability to do 5 over the course of a week is like
Yeah.
probably way more than anything in like maybe the continent knows.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we are definitely the heroes of Saltmarsh, and our reputation precedes us now throughout the region.
Yeah, and I was even thinking for Alicia's case where it's like,
Oh, one last thing, is that real quick before I forget, 4,150 experience for today. So, but yeah, sorry, go ahead.
oh yeah, I was thinking specifically because of everything that happened, having that like tongues spell in the middle where everybody can talk, where it's like there's talks between the in an ideal world the Swahagan, but also like everybody else, like the Sea Elves and all these other factions, where it's like they could come to the Temple of Ra to congregate, which in time might actually make the temple the new town square.
Yeah, pretty much. Like the temple has certainly grown even more. Like I would say, like we probably have over time with upkeep and stuff. Like there's enough money to add
So
additions onto
close.
the place, and you know make the outside just as usable for gatherings and things as the interior. So
Yeah, and
you don't
that's
have to pay anything for that because that's self-generated from the temple. So
yeah, that's what I was thinking as far as just the 5 different kind of like hollow spells that are going on that I guess could technically be dispelled under the right circumstances, but otherwise like
good luck getting
tag.
dispelling all of them before you're noticed.
Yeah, exactly. Where like a 3rd level spell's like, we're gonna attack, and it just goes up and like the dog just disappears. Like, where'd my hellhound go? Oh bitch. Like there was a greater wall between you and this town